Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to Verne, the Shape of Fantasy. And in the last episode, guys, we were still in that strange flashback dream of Verne's, but we were able to reactivate the IMAG and get out of there, and we are now back here on the Nautilus. Maybe we'll actually have an opportunity here to explore Nemo's submarine. Can't go that way.
Go to your quarters and get some sleep.
Thank you, Cedric. Run around the sub and explore. I understand. Oh.
Verne, I knew I'd find you here. How are you? What has the doctor said?
I'm fine. I just need some...
Oh, good. I'm afraid that it will have to wait.
What happens?
Officer Israel, please, to the whole room immediately.
This never stops. Verne, I revised my notes. Maybe, if we dig more into the ship that carried the chest and the compass, maybe we can find out another way to open it. Just in case the IMAG doesn't work anymore.
Not a bad idea.
Officer Israel, please, to the courtroom now.
Oh, bloody... do me a favor. The captain keeps a very detailed record of the Greek ship's history. Please, take a look. See what you can find.
Officer Israel!
I'm coming! Search into the closet. Look for the log.
I don't envy her job, that's for sure.
Aftermath Part 2. Search the log in the chart room. Alright. So we are right here. Can we actually check out the diver room?
Thank God. The elevators are still working.
Yes, to the diver room. Now we actually get a chance to explore the Nautilus. See if there's anything interesting. Maybe we can find some, Oh, the IMAG's in the safety chamber. We kind of had the IMAG during Verne's vision, but... maybe more and more areas of the Nautilus will become available for us to check out as we, move farther and farther into the story. Doctor to the core, safe room, workshop, armory, CO2 room, bunks, mess room, maintenance. Okay. So many potential areas. Let's check the bridge. How are those fumes treating us?
Mr. Verne, don't come any closer.
Apparently, still very, very badly. We still have all of this wreckage. I'm wondering... there is going to be a time where...
I still have some stuff to do.
Okay. Bridge, chart room, library. We already went through the library. Nemo's organ. I don't know if they actually allow us to check the lab again. But... I like the old school elevator ring. Oh, that's right. We can't actually get up there to that supply room or whatever that is. I guess not. Oh, maybe I can. Supplies and treasure. And then, I'm not sure about that safe room, but that's kind of interesting. Let's go through the core. Kind of gotten the impression that...
better if I don't bother them. My presence here is never appreciated.
Oh. Well then, not through the core. Libraries and... cabins it is.
I must find some information.
Where do we... I forgot where we needed to go.
Not now, Verne.
Alright, Petrov. Moving the arm up and down, okay.
I still have some stuff to do.
Maybe the notes are up here.
Sunia's fixed this room. Her work capacity is amazing.
And a little bit of the Nautilus is being perked right back up. CO2 room. Library. But you're not going to let me...
I must find some...
Yeah. Find information before leaving. Search the log. Okay, chart room. All the way back up here. Gave us time to appreciate the Nautilus floor plan.
That's all the records we have about the Scylla, the Greek ship. But these are the same papers that... Wait, what does this mean? This note. Important info in audiocylinders 399, 244, and 219.
Listen to the 3 audio cylinders.
Sub-Lieutenant Ned Land speaking. Documentation record regarding the Ancestors' Island. This is the place in which everything tells us that the flame of Hephaestus lies in. It's not only protected by those so-called ancestors, but also it's located at the center of a magnetic anomalies area that drives navigation devices mad. And to make matters worse, the island is also surrounded by huge currents and fog banks, making it virtually unreachable.
Who's this Ned Land? I can't recall that name in the crew.
That's kind of cool. He was one of the protagonists, the harpooner in 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. He was played by Kirk Douglas in the Disney film.
Sub-Lieutenant Ned Land speaking. Documentation record regarding the Compass of Destiny. According to our research, this compass, crafted with a mineral only found in the Ancestors' Island, always points to it, as if it was its own north. This, combined with a coordinate system, was used by the few ships that still traded with the island.
Nothing new, but what happened to this officer?
Nah, best we not talk about it.
I still have some stuff to do.
What if Ned is the...
I still have some stuff to do.
What if Ned's the Raven? That would be kind of crazy, because it seemed like they were familiar with each other.
I still have some stuff to do.
Oh, there it is.
Sub-Lieutenant Ned Land speaking. Documentation record regarding the flame of Hephaestus. In historical records and legends, it is told that the Atlantean people found in the Ancestors' Island an amazing energy, which they called the Flame of Hephaestus. Its implementation allowed them, in a few years, to develop unimaginable technology. It moved their ships and the gigantic machinery that built their city and harvested large crops. They also created a system of extraction. I must record this here. Today, I have found something that... it may change it all. I was with the communication system, routine maintenance, when I locked on a very strange signal. It sounded almost like a voice, but it was only noise. But, oh God, Captain has replied, and they've been talking like he understood that horrible sound. It seemed like they were talking about picking up a load at a certain point of the Indian Ocean, and the captain was constantly repeating a name. Verne. I haven't recognized the other voice, but I can't believe it. Nemo is not a traitor. I must confirm this before saying anything. We are about to dock at the secret base. If there's any evidence against Nemo, it will be there, in his office. I hope that they don't catch me, and that I'm wrong, too.
What? What have I just heard? Was Nemo waiting for me in the middle of the sea?
Okay, not the Raven, but that adds some serious
My
intrigue.
brothers, I know you are afflicted. Shame fell on us because we failed in our mission of capturing terrorist Nemo. I know because I felt the same dishonor. But I have had an epiphany.
An apostrophe.
We didn't suffer a defeat. Fate revealed our true mission in front of our eyes. The artifact is a prodigy that can change destiny. We have been spending our lives under the boot of politicians and bureaucrats of the Curie of the nation, those who just exist to fill their bellies at the expense of our blood.
Ooh, the Raven's going
I
rogue.
say, let's take the artifact and forge a new world based on order and purity. Are you with me, brothers?
It's quite the rabble. It's that the
Those
Raven.
days,
Oh,
my sanity felt like walking on a glass floor. I discovered that no one in the crew had ever heard talk about Officer Ned Land. If that was not enough, the recordings disappeared and left me with no other evidence of it than my damaged memory. Somebody was pulling the strings of my fate. What did they want from me? I had to find out before it was too late. I could just follow Ned Land's advice. Search into Nemo's office and bring the truth to light. Whatever it was.
this is the mysterious island. Not the one that Ned was talking about, but Nemo's base of operations. In the entrails of... Okay. Southern Ocean. We were off the coast of
I must
Brazil.
leave my plans for breaking into Nemo's office for later. The captain and Edriel want to meet me. It's not the time to go back to the Nautilus. I still have things to do here.
Side quests. Just meet Captain Nemo. Okay.
My first trip outside, and it's inside of a dormant volcano in the middle of the ocean. Huh. I have to admit that Nemo has a talent for mise en scène.
Apparently there's a really good 20,000 League Under the Sea ride at Disney Sea at Disneyland Tokyo. Seemed like a lot of the mysterious island kind of stuff got set up over there. Snake?
An old diver helmet from the first missions of the Nautilus. I've only seen them on paper. They look so much more rudimentary. I'm glad I have learned diving with the new ones.
Old school.
Mr. Verne!
What obscure sea law have I transgressed now, Officer Turner?
More than one, probably, but I don't want to talk about that, sir. I didn't have the time to show my gratitude for saving us from the nation. When we rescued you, I thought you were a spy. If it were up to me, I would have returned you to that boat and let the sea judge you.
Oh, I'm glad you weren't the one who decided my fate.
But look what you have achieved with the captain. Solved Placea's temple puzzles, found the compass of destiny, saving us from the Raven himself. It feels like centuries ago since you came from that island. I'm glad that you're aboard, sir.
Oh, well, thank you. Each day it's harder to recall my past life.
That's something we all share in here. Captain Nemo slowly absorbs our lives and blends them inside the Nautilus's steel.
I keep thinking about Officer Ned Land.
Mr. Verne, I repeat, stop chasing ghosts. Since I joined the Nautilus, there has never been a Ned Land among the crew.
Officer, may I ask you something? How was your life before the Nautilus?
You may laugh. I was the rich heiress of a steel mogul. I was destined to marry a rich husband. For years, My parents convinced me that I wasn't worthy of anything else.
It's hard to believe, seeing you now.
Like many others, war took everything away from me. At first, I was paralyzed. I was unable to help anyone, only myself. But that girl at Battery Park, her parents were dead. She was wounded. I spent the night taking care of her, and I realized that I could make a difference. It was an epiphany. After that, I fought for many causes and cried until I ran out of tears. When I was about to surrender, I met Captain Nemo and the Resistance. They bring sense to my struggle.
By defeating the nation?
Showing me that, together, we can change this corrupt world. Until I enrolled in the Nautilus, I was alone. The only thing I was doing was taking hits from waves, time and time again. Now, we are the rising tide.
It doesn't feel really rising.
Mr. Verne, don't be vulgar. Defeatism is not tolerated on board. We will prevail.
Let's see if we can get some more info on the captain.
Do you know where the captain is? I must see him. But I don't know this prodigious hideout.
The captain and Edriel are in the meeting room. Go to the elevator, second floor on the left.
Do I need an access card to move around the base?
In the event that you'd need one, the captain will tell me about it. We are on alert. The use of them is now restricted.
Oh, sure. The traitor.
You may now leave, Mr. Verne. I have a lot of things to do. The captain and Edriel passed by here not too long ago. Go to the elevator, second floor on the left.
Thank you, officer.
There's the elevator.
I must admit that cans of algae mix are delicious. But if someday I leave the Nautilus, it will take a long time until I eat something from the sea again.
Yeah, I've been on a vacation where I ate primarily seafood, and I don't think I could even look at seafood for like a month after that. Same kind of premise, I guess. Elevator go up. Check everything. Come on. Let me explore. Thank you.
Nemo and safety hatches. It must reach the lower floor.
You need to teach that man about stairs.
These are the results of cholera vaccine tests. Seems that with the algae we harvested underwater, Dr. Cedric is making major advances. It looks like a piece of a diary from the builders of the base.
The volcano. Exploration report, August 3rd, 1850. 12:27 p.m. Before us opens a deep hollow. It is the rugged mouth of the crater by which the eruptive liquid matter had escaped at the periods when the volcano was still in activity. Hardened lava and crusted scoria form a sort of natural staircase of large steps, which will greatly facilitate the ascent to the summit of the volcano, until Nemo decided to knock them all down and build hatches. As to the volcano itself, it cannot be doubted that it is completely extinct. No smoke escapes from its sides. Not a flame can be seen in the dark hollows. Not a roar. Not a mutter. No trembling even issues from this black well, which perhaps reaches far into the bowels of the earth. The atmosphere inside the crater is filled with no sulfurous vapor. It is more than the sleep of a volcano. It's in its complete extinction. New side mission, the mysterious island. Look at that. Alright. Find the other 2 audio cylinders. I think it was second floor, right? Hold on, I want to go down and talk to her again, and also check and see if any of those cylinders are over here. The algae.
Mr. Verne, I have a lot of things to do, and you shouldn't keep the captain waiting.
Radio. Third floor. If I see Nemo, I'm going to very quickly run the opposite direction. There's like sewing machines? No? Showers. Another lift.
I must find some information before leaving.
Okay. And I guess the other audio cylinders must be here on the second floor. Locked. I mean, it's a really good base, to be fair.
Fuck!
May I help you? It seems you have problems with whatever that is.
It's an Illumian. Towers that distribute blue blood through the decks of the Nautilus. No, you can't help me. But thanks anyway.
It's okay. I'll leave you working.
This romantic language of the time. Resist the tyranny of the nation. We can do it.
H capsule's ready.
You must be extremely careful.
Uh-huh.
When we dock at the ancestors.
All are talking.
It's impossible to get there.
Gonna chill.
H capsule's ready.
Nothing up here.
Extremely careful.
I want to see if I can take... I don't think I can take that lift any other location. Right? No. Conversation with the captain it is. Wonder if he's in a better mindset.
Verne! About time.
I am sorry. It's my first time here. What do you want from me?
Are the H capsules ready?
Not completely. We still have to fit some details. But I'm sure that we will be able to gather the energy from the flame of Hephaestus and contain it to take it wherever it's most needed.
You must be extremely careful.
Yes, I know the story. It was the source of the power of the Atlantean Empire, and also of its ominous destruction. You've told me that a dozen times.
You must make sure that they will be ready when we dock at the Ancestors' Island.
And what will happen if the iMac doesn't work anymore? How will we open the chest? I haven't found anything in the Scylla's log that could help us.
The iMac will work! I am sick of waiting!
Captain, your idea of using the blue blood to reactivate the iMag is unfounded. The reaction could end with all of us being...
Enough! I don't want to hear you anymore! I'm fed up with you, with Cedric, with Verne. We must take radical action if we want to end the terror that is devastating the world!
Please, Captain, calm down. You are not like this.
I will not hear you, not even for a second! I am going to prepare the blue blood. If you aren't at the upper floor safe room in 10 minutes, I will go and look personally for you wherever you are. It's the last lift. I give you my personal card.
Ooh. He's moody.
My God, what's with him?
The captain is under a lot of pressure. Don't question him. Obey. I am also worried. I have my doubts about the capsules. I'm not doubting your abilities, but the transportation of these energy-filled monsters is something that keeps me awake at night. I need you to analyze the only Ancestors Island map to find out the safest route to the flame, D3 area.
That map is pure fantasy.
Sometimes fantasy is all we've got. You have your orders.
Radio, ma'am, radio. The elevator card. What else do we have here? Ooh, the captain's office.
Obviously, it's closed. If I could get an access card.
Yes.
Ned.
Wait.
Obviously, it's closed.
You gave me the...
If I could get an access card.
Gave me that card. There we go.
It doesn't work.
What? Oh, it's just access to Nemo's elevator chamber. Well, that's not gonna help.
But this map is weird. But this map is weird.
Can we get... Ooh.
A miniature of one of the Nautilus's rejected designs. In the end, he made the ship much more aggressive.
The Nautilus. Submarine of 20,000 Leagues Under the Seas is one of the most iconic settings and vehicles in all of world literature. Before the novel's release in 1870, submarines were small, dangerous vessels, such as the famous Tortuga, the first military submarine used in the American Civil War in 1775. Then you also have the Monitor and the Merrimack in the Civil War. Wait, the American Civil War in 1775? Okay. Electricity was then... that made my head hurt. Electricity was then almost magical, and Nemo had tamed it to light, cook, and propel his boat, describes Professor Aronnax, the protagonist of the novel. At a time when most people still lit their homes with whale oil, Verne dazzled the imagination of the public, creating something that no one had ever been able to imagine before. A huge submarine, powered by electricity, capable of moving faster than warships, and, above all, with the ability to dive into the deepest waters. But all this technical marvel, civilized and cultured, with a huge library, lounges, a pipe organ, and all kinds of luxuries, had a dark side. It was a dangerous weapon. The seas were no longer safe. An unseen danger could rise from the depths and split ships in two. Moreover, under the iron rule of Captain Nemo, the Nautilus was a golden prison, not only for the protagonist of the novel, but also for the entire crew that accompanied him, because once aboard the ship, they never set foot on dry land again. 20,000 leagues after the publication of 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, humanity caught up with Verne's imagination, and in 1888, the first electric submarine was launched, the Parral, designed by Spanish engineer Isaac Parral. But thanks to his envious superiors in the Navy, this revolutionary device had an incomprehensibly short life. That still is bucking me about the American Civil War in 1775. That's part of the official Verne log, so...
That's not useful now.
Maybe we can find a different map?
Wait a moment.
There we go. D3.
There's a note here. It's from Land. At last, I found the way to break into Nemo's office. These stains, it's like they hide something written or drawn.
Okay. That's kind of cool. So we have the Ancestors Island, and then all three dots. Yeah, the Ned Land note. Find a magnifying glass to discover clues in the note.
I need something that can help me.
Find the secret clue. Oh. Ep.4 to 4. Okay, 5. Ah. Gotcha. 5 times 2 is 10. Or X's and zeros. Anything else?
If I get the blue lens, I'm sure that I will be able to read whatever is written here. Officer Land must have used these same lenses to write hidden messages on the map.
Interesting. Search for the missing blue lens. So it looks like we need to find one more before we can really put this together. And Nemo is definitely hiding something. But maybe we'll find that out in the next episode, guys. I hope you all have enjoyed it. I like how we're just going, like, from one area of Verne lore to the next. But if y'all liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. I will see you next time. Later days, everyone.